Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I thank you again for joining me today. Hey, today I want to ask the question or answer your question about what are the Christadelphians? The Christadelphians. It's a small group, small religious. I don't know if you want to call them a denomination, but they're really a small group. And if you haven't heard about them or what they're about, I'm going to tell you right here. Because they're, to me, they're worth mentioning. And anyways, I want to give you some facts on who they are, maybe some of the things, what they believe or don't believe in. They believe that Jehovah is creator of all things and father of all true believers. Separate being from the Son, Yeshua, subordinate to him. And that the Holy Spirit is the power of Yahweh used in creation and for salvation. So it's kind of like if they're Unitarians or something. So they're saying the Father is the supreme, Yeshua is second. He's kind of like submissive or subordinate to him. And the Holy Spirit's the power of Yahweh. It was founded around 1848 by a man named John Thomas, who after studying medicine in London, immigrated to Brooklyn, New York. He was born in 1805 and he passed away in 1871. Now, today there are roughly 50,000 members in 120 countries around the globe. So that's a really, really small number there. You'd think it'd be like up to maybe almost 1 million or 500,000 or something at the least, but this is a very, very small group. Now, they reject the Trinity and the immortality of the soul. Congregations, they're not called churches or even assemblies. They're called ecclesias, meaning church. That's the Greek word for church. Ecclesiastes. Sorry, little tongue twister there. They reject the Messiah's pre-existence. They're not for they don't believe in infant baptism. They believe baptism should be fully submerged by and adults. They should be immersed, but they should be adults and not little children that don't know what's going on. They believe the devil, Satan himself, is not. He's a spiritual being or fallen angel, but a concept of evil and sin within humans. So they think he's a metaphor. They don't think he's a real spiritual being, powerful spiritual being. They believe hell is a place of total annihilation of both mind and body. Assurance of salvation is rejected, and also they refuse to vote and do military service. They won't do them. Let's see. Remaining in Messiah brings salvation. After death, there is no state of non-existence, not knowing anything until the resurrection at Messiah's return. So after death, it's they don't exist. People don't exist except their bodies in the grave, waiting on the resurrection. They have no thoughts. They can't praise Yahweh. They can't love people because they're in such a deep sleep. Their memories and everything are basically or perished. Spirit goes back to Yahweh. Then the accepted ones receive immortality, and live with Messiah on earth for the 1,000 year, the millennial reign. So, in a nutshell, that's what the Christadelphians believe. If you want to study them more, look them up online or whatever. A friend of mine, he's looking into them, investigating them, seeing what they're about also. And it was about 2 years ago, I came in contact with them because I just wanted to know about their beliefs and, their roots, their beginnings and things like that. And I actually corresponded with somebody who was represented a church, and he wanted to come down and talk to me, but it was like a 3.5 hour drive from where he was. 3.5 hours, and I was like, whoa, let's just talk here. And after a while, we lost communication. I just wanted to know if there was any literature that the assembly or whatever, if they offered, and even if I had to pay a few bucks for it, I was just kind of interested, but lost contact with them, and that was that. But I share some beliefs with them. I think they're on the right track on a lot of things. There's a few things that I don't agree with, but that's just me. And they're such a little group, like a little flock. Just because they're a little flock doesn't mean they're the true church of Yahweh. But they're a little flock, and they're, like I said, in 120 countries around the globe. Mostly, I think they said most of them are in the British Isles. I might be mistaken there, but I think I read that too. But anyways, yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think about this group. You got any stories about them? You got anything interesting? Or if you want to add to their beliefs or whatever, their histories, please do that below. I'll welcome that. And also, feel free to watch my other videos. And please give me a big thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and also subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, until we meet again, brothers and sisters, peace out and shalom.